Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. First carry for James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And Lance now to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Let's go.
On first down, Lance. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Lance, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready?
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Fred Warner, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, set.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Lance now on first down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Sermon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Lance going to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive with Connor. Room here to run. Bulldozes past him. And all the way down to the 26. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun now for Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here and try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and very short, Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 70 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. He's got the hook up to the cloud. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Sermon now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Sermon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Set, ready.
First down, here's Mitchell. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Lance to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plate.
Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trey Lance scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Come on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Pushes him over. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jamal Williams from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 22 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On second down, Connor looking for space. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. A solid stiff arm. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to throw, Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah,
a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Cardinals win it. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations.